Time for
AACE News!
Wake up in the morning with a head like what you done. This used to be the life, but I don't need another one. You look good enough and carried on to wear them gowns. So how come I feel so lonely when...
Good morning. You're watching AACE News. I'm going to start us off with the politic update. The Clinton campaign plans to aggressively push its case that Barack Obama lacks the experience to be president. Can you believe that, ladies? The lull in the voting action is likely to include several debates in Pennsylvania. In the next primary, Pennsylvania is a large, diverse state that has been leaning towards Clinton. A Pennsylvania win would add to Clinton's delegate count, pull her close in the overall popular vote, and strengthen her campaign's argument that she is best suited to carry the important states on the presidential map.
Yeah!
Oh, so Ashley, just tell us what's going on in the war.
Well, Ellen, a majority of Americans don't trust the upcoming report by the Army's top commander in Iraq on the progress of the war, and even if they did, it wouldn't change their mind, according to a new poll. President Bush frequently has asked Congress and the American people to withhold judgment on his so-called troop surge in Iraq until General David Petraeus, the commander in Iraq, and Ryan Crocker, U.S. ambassador to Iraq, issue their progress report in September. But according to a CNN Opinion Research Corporation poll released Thursday, 53% of people polled said they suspect that the military assessment of the situation would try to make it sound better than it actually is. 43% say they do not trust the report.
Okay, something sad today, ladies.
What happened?
What? 33 people were killed today on the campus of Virginia Tech in what appears to be the deadliest shooting rampage in American history, according to federal law officials. Many of the victims were students shot in a dorm in classroom buildings. Witnesses described scenes of mass chaos and unimaginable horror, and some students were lined up against the wall and shot. Others jumped out of windows to escape, crouched on floors to take cover. The killings occurred in two separate attacks on the campus. The first was around 7:15 a.m. when 2 people were shot and killed in the dormitory. More than 2.5 hours later, 31 others, including the gunmen, were shot and killed across campus in classroom buildings, where some of the doors had been chained. Victims were found in different locations around the building, about 30 others injured.
Well, our thoughts and prayers go out to all the students and the families.
Breaking news! An early morning fire destroys a landmark business in Mercer this morning. The blaze at Tomeo Farms feed mill kept fire crews busy most of the day. Not much is left of the Tomeo Farms feed mill in Mercer. The building, which dates back to the early 1900s, fell victim to a 4-alarm blaze. The wooden structure, combined with the feed mill's hay supply, accelerated the fire. Luckily, no major chemicals were inside to further complicate the matter. Fire crews, though, managed to contain the blaze, avoiding any significant damage to the surrounding buildings. But electrical transformers close to the feed mill weren't so lucky. Power crews were on the scene trying to restore electricity to Resner Forge as well as surrounding homes. And down below, fire crews continued to battle with the pesky leftover remnants of the early morning fire. And we have Amanda at the scene! Amanda, can you hear me?
I can barely hear you because of the roaring flames in the background, but as you can see, the building is still on fire.
Heath Ledger was found dead in a Manhattan apartment today. Ledger, 28, was found unconscious at 3:26 p.m. and pronounced dead minutes later by emergency medical personnel. Ledger's body was discovered in the bedroom of his residence by his housekeeper, Anna Massoud, who had an appointment with the actor at 3 o'clock p.m. Contrary to earlier reports, the apartment where he was found does not belong to Mary Kate Olsen. Police did find prescription sleeping pills in a container in the bedroom and other pills in containers in the bathroom, but said it was too early to establish a cause of death. Ledger has one daughter, Matilda, whom he had with his ex-wife, Michelle Williams. Ledger will appear as the Joker this year in The Dark Knight, a sequel to 2005's Batman Begins.
Well, in other news, Britney Spears shaved her head, ladies.
No way!
I know, for real, right? Oh my god.
Well, I have some breaking coverage.
Oh, let's
on
see it.
that.
All right. Let's go.
AACE News. We have a special guest, Winona. She's going to talk to us about the case of Britney Spears attacking her car. So, what exactly happened that day?
I had just gotten my new red truck, and I was driving, and Britney Spears was in front, and I honked, and I said, "There's Britney Spears. You would honk too if Britney Spears was in front of your truck."
Yes, I would.
And then she went crazy, and she attacked me, and she did thousands of dollars of damage to my red truck's bodywork.
Is she going to pay for it?
We're taking it to court, I hope so. I'm very traumatized.
A tearful Britney Spears definitely shaved her head at a Los Angeles hair salon after the owner refused to take part in the embattled pop star's latest extreme makeover. A trip to a tattoo parlor where the 25-year-old mother of 2 young sons added 2 designs to her body. After Winona protested that Spears was maybe being hormonal, and she explained that she would feel differently the next day, Spears just grabbed the buzzer and started buzzing her own hair off. Tagnazi said Spears seemed to be just there in body, not really emotionally there, but did get a little bit teary-eyed when she realized her mother might get upset. And I'm Britney Spears, and I approve this message.
You're going to my last sound.
So serious news. None of this.
Yeah. Don't drink so much, because I went like this and you're like, all the same time.
Amanda, can you hear me? I can barely hear you. The roaring flames in the background.
My face is